Hello, Scorpio. This is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries. It is for Scorpio sun, moon, and rising sign because it's a Scorpio energy reading. So please apply it to the area of yourself that it applies to. Always check out your sun, moon, and rising sign because those are energies that are impacting you and impacting the decisions that you make. So it's good to have some insight into what's going on. For those of you who want a deeper exploration into the reading and conclusions to the messages we start here, please join me for the extended. That link is right below this video, and I do hope to see you over there. If you love this video, please like it and then share it on your social media platforms. Also, if you haven't already, please, Scorpio, subscribe to the channel and ring that bell, selecting all notifications so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Scorpio comes out every single Tuesday between 8 and 9 a.m. over on the west coast of the U.S. That's around lunchtime over on the east coast, and it'll be around dinner time over in Western Europe, but I hope that you all get to share and see the videos. Yeah, so if you want more content, I have a second channel. It's called Astrology Motivation, and that's where I post my daily tarot card readings and my weekly astrology forecasts, and I go live there as well. I do not go live over here. It's too crunched, but I do go live there as well. And if you want to join me for the live reading of the daily tarot card reading, find me on Instagram. You can find me at born_without_boundaries. Let's get into your reading. Scorpio. Remember, guys, I am going to break this up into career, love, and money. Scorpio. And I don't really know. I know what the daily was. I don't know what's going to come out now. So we have the Hermit in reverse, in which case this is self-imposed isolation, wanting to be alone, or deciding to keep something to yourself, or somebody in your life that is intentionally keeping something from you. This is the Nine of Wands. This is being open to new possibilities, not being defensive, right? Also, it could be being vulnerable, which could be why instead Venus is in Scorpio, isn't it? And there's a lot of things that are happening to our heart space right now. And there's a sense of feeling vulnerable, which is why we could be choosing to self-isolate right now. It could also be a warning that you are vulnerable to somebody whose intentions not necessarily are nefarious, but they certainly are on the up and up. Somebody's keeping those intentions to themselves. And then we have the Five of Wands. So there's competition here. It could be red tape. It could be different people getting in the way, different sets of competitors, people who are opposing you, maybe feeling like people are making things difficult for you. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is usually people that you like being around, but in the company of the Five of Wands would indicate some sense of competition that's going on particularly in an area of your life that you feel very vulnerable in. So that could be competition with your career, feeling like they're not telling you that there's a lot of other applicants for the same position. This could also be an implication that there is cheating going on in your romantic relationship. Now, does that mean that this energy is playing out in your own? No, it doesn't. It's like apply the energy to where you're feeling it, right? You got Scorpio, trust your friggin' instincts. And if anything becomes clear, it'll become clear Wednesday when Venus is forming a beautiful grand water trine with Neptune and the moon. The moon is in Cancer and Neptune, of course, is in Pisces. The moon in Pisces being the moon and Neptune being in their homes, right? And Venus being at its fall position. No. in detriment, because Venus is in detriment with its key domicile being in Taurus. It's in detriment in Scorpio. So ultimately the heart feels vulnerable. The feelings feel vulnerable. You want to hide those feelings. Maybe you're even feeling or thinking that there's something going on that may not be going on. Ultimately, that's what we're going to find out right now. So let's get a little bit deeper into the reading. Scorpio. Eagle, see from a higher perspective, but it's coming in reverse, which means either you feel like, it basically means a feeling of being disconnected or feeling disconnected, or not seeing the whole picture, not seeing through eyes of spirit, but instead seeing through the eyes of fear. And fear is really cutting us off right now. A sense of, a fear of being rejected, a fear of not being good enough, manifesting itself in a fear of being rejected, or that there is a sense of fear here, but you're not necessarily, I don't know if it's you, somebody's not really seeing with their higher selves or their higher perspective. Somebody's really not looking at the whole picture. They're looking at, they're very closed off from spirit. As we fucking say, seer, see beyond the current situation. Isn't that interesting? So ultimately there is a sense of see beyond your fear. See beyond what's currently happening. See into the essence of, or somebody is trying to understand, and this very well could be you, Scorpio. This very well could be you trying to figure out or see into things that are mysterious and things that have not been revealed, because there's such a sense of fear right now. But when any action that you take, when it's driven by fear, is going to lead you to more fear. It's not going to lead you into the right place. So if you are using some sort of psychic energy, some sort of magic work, and you are forcing yourself into a situation because you're afraid. I want to know if they're cheating on me. I want to know now. I want to know who's going to get the job. I want it to be me. If you're acting on fear, then you are going to get the answer that your fear expects. You're not going to get the answer that is true. You're going to be caught in a loop. So you're not seeing in connection with God. You're seeing in connection with fear. So it could very well be simply that there is a sense of fear here, that there is a sense of betrayal here, being worried, feeling, because you feel vulnerable. You want to take control, and you are very susceptible right now to making mistakes by your own design, because you want to take control, and you're taking control preemptively on something that had you had faith could have worked out by itself and kept you out of increased despair. Okay, so, but Scorpios still want confirmation. We have time for a deep dive. This does imply that not too long ago, you decided to go in deep and to open yourself vulnerably to somebody. Could have dived into a romantic situation. Romantic doesn't mean necessarily love and romance, but it's all, you allowed yourself to be open and vulnerable not too long ago or in the past, to an ideal. You allowed yourself to be an idealist, and you allowed yourself to be open to that ideal, to believing the ideal. And now you're starting to feel extremely vulnerable for doing that. Or Scorpio, somebody that you're dealing with is feeling extremely vulnerable right now. And that's why they're withdrawing. Okay. What else does Scorpio need to know? What else does Scorpio need to know? Lots coming up in the past. What else does Scorpio need to know? So this is life is a mystery. The mystery is dropping away. Somebody's mask is falling away, which would imply there is vulnerability here. There is exposure. But then we also have Coyote, trust in the divine spirit, disconnecting. So this is manipulative energy. Somebody not trusting. Somebody not trusting because they felt vulnerable. And they're almost like being extra defensive because they felt vulnerable, especially in a romantic circumstance. Bring a gentle touch that is once again feeling vulnerable, feeling like a deer in the headlights. Also a sense of closing out your heart or not enjoying the sense of feel. But it's also somebody with a tremendous amount of inexperience that doesn't like that. It's like they don't want to admit that they're tremendously inexperienced, right? They want to look like they're not, and that's okay. And then magic works through you. This is Virgo energy. You could be dealing with Virgo, Sagittarius is here. Scorpionic energy is here. It's not really about the sign then, is it? It's really just about the whoever you're dealing with. And then we have magic works through you, but it's not magic, it's working on you. Or somebody has basically, it's almost like you feel or they feel like somebody has taken control and they've lost control of themselves. They've forgotten their own power. And then we have Rhino spirit, overcome any obstacle, and now they're stuck. So this is a sense of somebody becoming very stuck and acting out in ways that are very reactive because they feel extremely exposed. And in trying to get control, they're actually doing things that are hurting them more. They're inquiring in ways like instead of just asking somebody or having an adult conversation, let me consult the tarot cards. It's like, that's not what tarot's for. It's not to see things. It's to help you channel your own energy, your own insight, and the insight of the universe. But it's not to help you do things that you should be doing with your own mouth and your own courage, right? Talk to somebody, say something, speak. There's something here like that's very manipulative energy, like they couldn't speak it. There was challenges. Maybe somebody feels like there was competition in a very intimate situation. Is there competition in a very intimate situation? I want to know. Scorpio. That's coming out in the past. And that makes sense because Mercury just went into retrograde and we're all being sucked back to deal with the shit that we did not confront then. So hold on. We have sweets, overindulgence. There was a sense of overindulgence in the past. Somebody eating too much, like, and that would be tangible. Tangible overindulgence, Scorpio. What was going on? This could be somebody who has a weakness or who is taking out their anxiety on things like things that are addictive to them. Like this is also indulging too much, overindulgent, or life was too sweet, almost cavity sweet in a way, making yourself sick. And then we have dogs here, loyalty and loneliness. Interesting. This is coming up in the future. So it's basically saying, Scorpio, choose, if there is no loyalty in sight, you might as well be lonely. You'd rather be lonely, which makes isolation make more sense. This sense of getting up your own courage and finding your own strength, Scorpio, to say goodbye to a situation that is really just you have to be done. And this is a sense of, I want loyalty. Dogs represent loyalty. Dogs, loyalty. This could also be a sense of somebody who was loyal to you or feeling like your loyalty got mistreated or misused, and deciding to separate yourself because you're like I said, I'd rather be alone. That's what I keep hearing over and over again, Scorpio. I'd rather be alone than with people I can't trust. There's a sense of great loneliness because there's a sadness in, I feel like there's a sadness in not being able to find somebody that you feel is really loyal to you. So are they or were they loyal? Let me get this, I'm sorry. So are they or were they loyal to Scorpio? But that's what they need to know. This is somebody who's a big talker, who talked more game than they should have, who, you know, tries to pretend they're in a controlled situation or in control of a situation, but they're a bragger. And in some ways, they could even say, like, badass things. You know, this could be somebody who says badass things thinking that it makes them tougher or it makes them look tougher, when really all it means, all it makes them is, you know, it's like promising more than you can. This is the energy of somebody who promises so much just to get attention, but ultimately they can't serve it up. They can't fill what they promised. Now, this is the energy of sort of walking away in your grace, basically deciding that every step you take is towards your higher self, or it's showing up sophisticated. It's deciding to walk away from somebody who is braggadocious. Oh no, or it could be that so I asked, what question did I ask? I said, is this person being honest? They're not being honest, but they're also not being honest with themselves. This isn't in terms of blatant manipulation, like trying to hurt you, no, but it is a sense of they're manipulating, this person is manipulating themselves so much to believe their own bullshit that ultimately that's all you're going to get. So let's see how this applies to your career. How does this apply to Scorpio career? How does this apply to Scorpio career? We have the King of Wands. Tremendous amounts of creativity. It could be the frustration with this situation, could be pumping in tremendous amounts of creativity, or it could be helping you to clarify what it is you actually have passion for, what it is you actually want. Also a sense of this, in other words, this could have put a fire in your belly where it could, happy birthday, Doug Denny, where it concerns your career. It could have put a fire in your belly and given you certainty. But this is also the devil. So ultimately, maybe in terms of career, what you have been too inspired by, or whoever this reading is about for you, they've been too inspired by money. They've been too inspired by greed. They've been trying to get to someplace fast and quick in their career, instead of doing things the hard way and the faithful way. They've been just leveling out to baser behavior, and that could be what's causing all this craziness when it comes to the career. If your career has been on the backdrop, it's because somebody has been responding to, it's like living in the past, 5 of Cups, not being able to get over what you lost, in your career, wanting to get back to something that you feel was taken from you, not being able to get over what you lost, right? Kind of being stuck there, stuck in the mindset. Okay. Oh, the Star card is here. This is Aquarius energy. Let's see what that means. What does that mean? Because you had all these dreams, and ultimately they feel like it's almost like it's like the devil is manipulating you by your own dreams, and in terms of your career, making you more delusional than will create progress. Yeah, I will get deeper into that. Let's go to love. How is this applying to love? There's you showing up right there. And what does that tell me? Venus, because Venus is with you right now. And when Venus is in Scorpio, she's extremely defensive. She's extremely hidden. She's extremely deep. She's extremely obsessive. She's extremely passionate. She's extreme. She's an extremist. Okay. And then there's the 7 of Cups. Something has been clarified for you because it's coming up. In other words, something is now very clear. Maybe somebody that loves you is very clear, or your love for somebody or your feelings are really clear. It's definitely 7 of Cups. So yes, now your feelings are really clear. So it could be hidden feelings that became very clear because, like I said, Venus likes to hide her feelings when she's in Scorpio. 10 of Wands, there's a lot of hidden feelings are starting to come up with your relationship. And it's a feeling of how much burden is on you, your feeling of how much hard work you've had to do to keep everything positive and happy. This sense of now what's become clear is just how like overburdened you feel. So what do they do in this situation? Start to network, start to look for new options. This could be friends meeting or finding an opportunity through friends. Also a sense of talking to somebody. We got to dig deeper into that. Let's get some conclusions. Well, I'll get the conclusions in the extended. Let's see how money is working out for Scorpio. Money is here, King of Pentacles. So what is this? This is somebody or you. King of Pentacles, money for Scorpio. In Libra season, this is justice. Could be money coming in or somebody that isn't equal to you in terms of earning money, an equal partnership in money, looking for somebody who's equal partners in money, or looking for somebody who's equal to a partnership that you had in the past that you can't seem to let go of and that you're stuck on. This all has to do with money, somebody making more money in the past, wanting that to be like part of what's happening right now. And there could be money coming back to you from a past lover, past situation. When, how? Let's find that out. Let's find that out over in the extended. You guys, I will definitely see you in the extended. I hope you can join me for it, but I want to say thank you for your outrageous and insanely amazing turn up to last week's video. Thank you guys so much for your constant support. I do hope to see you in the extended. The link is below.